Hi, you guys. I'm Nicole Firing. I'm a PhD researcher here at George Mason University and also below the surf on TikTok and Instagram. So I never thought I would be doing marine science in Virginia. When I was looking at undergrads, I looked everywhere. California, the UK, the Bahamas, everywhere. And I settled on Auburn University because they had everything I wanted. A big SEC football team, the really good curriculum, and then also just far out of Virginia where there was no snow. So I never thought I'd be back in a snowy campus, but I came for my principal investigator, Dr. Reed Nelson. He has a lot of expertise on telemetry. And I found Reed through a mutual friend who had studied with him at the University of South Alabama. So going to Auburn actually allowed me to meet Reed as well. So it was that nice little invisible string that brought me here. So I'm looking at shark and stingray, which we group them in as elasmobranchs. Their community structure on the island of St. Bartholomew in the French West Indies. I previously have lived there and I now only get to spend my summers there, but I'm looking with their local agency on how sharks utilize nearshore habitats, and especially our critically endangered shark species, how they are utilizing both their marine protected area and then areas outside of it so that we can understand better management and policy practices. I never thought I would live in a French-speaking country, but I was handpicked to do a mangrove restoration job on St. Bartholomew. And so I had a very quick turnaround from working one job to moving to St. Bart's, and I knew not one word of French. I was there for almost 2 years doing that mangrove restoration project. And as my time was ending towards that project, I sat down with the local agency and was like, how can I serve you best? What could I do in a PhD that would also help your marine protected area, that would help your agency, and ultimately help the sharks in the area? And we kind of co-created this project that I'm doing my dissertation on, and they completely help me. So they fund part of it, and then they provide all of the manpower to also do it. I am a water child. I grew up in Roanoke, like you said, but I also spent half of the year on Pine Knoll Shores, North Carolina, which is the southern part of the Outer Banks. And my dad taught me to free dive when I was really little. I grew up surfing. My family is competitive sailors. So every time I could probably be on the water, I was on the water. My mom used to joke that I would be a prune every summer, that I would never dry out because I spent so much time in the water. And when I couldn't be in the water, I was at the aquarium. And I think that's where I really realized my job could be marine science, and my job could lead me towards studying the ocean, not just hanging out in the ocean. And I would spend hours by myself just sitting in front of the shark tank, watching them spin in circles. And I haven't looked back since.